Carl again, part 7 of 10 for National Moth Week 2020. On a more personal note, I would like to just shoot a short video with the help of Shelby here on some of the activities I've been up to the last 10 years, and more specifically these last 3 years here while living in Washington. 10 years ago I got into mothing quite by accident. I found a bunch of moths I couldn't identify, and then that sent me out to become a member of Bug Guide Net, and it introduced me to Moth Photographer's Guide and a whole lot of other people like Jerry Fowsky and many others connected with Bug Guide and Moth Photographer's Guide who helped me learn my moths. There weren't many resources there at the time in the Midwest. One of the first resources to come out, which I grabbed up right away, was this one by David Beadle and Seabrook Leckie. And I don't remember when this came out. I want to say it was about 2012, and I wore that book out pretty completely. Seabrook and Beadle have published another book just recently, a year or two ago, on the moths of the southeastern United States, which is a nice complement to the moths of the northeastern United States, and or North America, I should say, and that's worked well. I also pulled on Jim Sogard's book a little bit, The Moths of Minnesota North Woods, which was really helpful for me. And of course, the Kaufman Field Guide with Eric Eaton has been really a wonderful source. I was introduced also to caterpillars. Yeah, you got to run into caterpillars. And Wagner's two books have been really helpful, but they don't cover the caterpillars of the western United States. They're primarily East Coast. And so when I moved out west, I was really looking for resources, and the only resource I could really find would be this one, Powell's and Oppler's wonderful book. But it's a wonderful resource, but it's pretty technical. It's one that I refer to regularly, but it's not really a field guide, so to speak. But the plates are just wonderful, and the information is just spectacular. So anyway, I had trouble learning moths. Moths are really hard for me, very hard, harder than butterflies. It's certainly harder than birds, because I learned my birds first back in the 70s with Wall and Paulson's book and the Peterson guides and the Robinson guides and all of that sort of thing. Now it's all Sibley. But anyway, so I made the transition to moths as a result of primarily working with birds and being in the field of biology. So I was really frustrated I couldn't identify moths. So off I go, learning my moths with the help of so many people and internet resources. And I'll talk about internet resources in another video. But anyway, as I said, in the Midwest, working for about 7 years, I was able to round up and identify about 850 species of moths in the Red River Valley, which was quite an interesting activity for me, and it's spent a lot of summertime working on my moths. Since coming to Spokane, Washington, where I've lived now for 3 years next month, I've been working on the moths just in my own backyard and in a conservation area just 10 minutes away. And let me just have you pan over here, Shelby, and show this poster. This is a poster I constructed after 2018. And this just shows the moths that I found in my backyard during the whole season, mothing season of 2018. And the mothing season here runs from the early March to the mid-November at this particular latitude. This display right here shows right around 500 species of moths. I think more exactly we found 495 species in that year, and in 2019 515 species of moths. And so there are a lot of moths in a person's backyard once you get looking. The neat thing about making this video today is we are now on the 22nd of July at the 400 species mark for the backyard. And I'm pretty excited about it because I think we're on track to beating next year's record, which was 515 species. If I combine all 3 years of moths, just looking at species alone, not families in genera, I think I can probably come close to 700 species in a 3-year effort here. But this is nothing compared to the people back east. My friend Sue, my friend Ken can rack up 700 to 1,100 species of moths in a single year, which is amazing. I can't do that out here. We just don't have enough broadleaf trees to support that kind of moth fauna. I'm working here in primarily a ponderosa pine, Doug fir habitat with a lot of shrubs and residential plantings. But I think we probably have 2,500 species of moths here in the state of Washington, and I know we have just under 200 species of butterflies. So there's a lot of work to be done. If you pan down here to the butterfly books, you can see that the butterflies for the Pacific Northwest are really well known. They really are. And we don't have a moth book yet, but Seabrook Leckie is working on a book that should come out in 2020 called The Moths of Western North America, and it'll be part of a trilogy, and that will be very, very helpful, I think. I want to push this book. If you're from the Pacific Northwest, Merrill Peterson's book is absolutely fabulous because he devotes a big part of his book to just moths, and there are few books that really do that, and so this is a wonderful resource here. When I meet with you next time, I'm going to talk about internet resources like the Moth Photographer's Guide. I will be talking about Pacific Northwest Moths is a website, and I'll also be talking about bugguide.net, and I'll be talking about Andrei Porminsky's Field Guide to LEPs, which is an app you can get for your phone, which is really, really wonderful app for people that are learning their moths. That's it for me tonight. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.